Hello everyone, it's Tuesday, August 3rd, and my name is Laura Milligan. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am very thankful that you are joining me today. If you're here, say hello. If you're watching on replay, just put replay in the comment, because what I do is when I'm making these projects, next week when I go live, I do a random drawing, and anyone that has commented or shared my Facebook lives will be entered into the drawing to win one of the projects. So be sure to do that. Share with your friends, and let me just double check. If you're here, give a shout out so that I know that some of you have joined in. There's always a little bit of a delay. Okay, there we go. There's Debbie and Colleen. Hi, Sherry from Latonia. Okay, well, it's good to see all of you, and thank you for joining me. I'm going to go ahead. Well, so first let me just say today's an exciting day because our mini catalog, our July to December catalog, which actually this year is an August to December mini catalog, has gone live. And this also kicks off the first time ever we've had celebration in the summertime. So the whole month of August and the whole month of September is a summertime celebration, first time ever. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my phone down, and we will get started with our projects for today. So if you joined me yesterday, this is the card that I made. I'm coming live every day this week just to show you a quick project each day. This featured the Autumn Harvest bundle from the mini catalog. If you want to see the replay, just scroll down a little bit on my Facebook page. It will also be on my blog tomorrow, which is lauramilligan.com. So if you want to check it out there, you can do that as well. So that was the project that I made yesterday. So today I'm totally switching gear, and I have the cutest project. Let me show you. So this is our catalog. Today is the first day I'm actually allowed to show you the inside of the catalog. But I am featuring today the Penguin Place bundle. It is a really cute stamp set and then a coordinating punch. So anytime we have a stamp set and punch that coordinate, or maybe a set of dies, Stampin' Up! Bundles them together, and they give you a 10% discount. So you save 10% by purchasing these products in a bundle. So let me set that aside. Let me just show you these in person because they're always better. Here's the punch, and here is the stamp set. So these are only $31.50 when you buy them at the bundled price. Then during celebration, this is our celebration brochure. And if you're not familiar with celebration, it is everyone's favorite time of the year because anytime you make a purchase of $50, you get to pick something for free. And it happens that today, well, I'm going to be showing you today this designer paper, but this coordinates, it's called Penguin Playmates. It coordinates with this bundle from the mini catalog. Look how adorable. These projects are just so, so cute. And I have two quick and easy ones. So last week, I posted a pile of these little penguins. And it was kind of a teaser because I was working on a project and I didn't really share with you that project. I asked everyone to come back this week to see what it was. So this is the designer paper. This is something you can get free with a $50 purchase. And look how cute this polar bear is. But I just want to show you, I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. And one of the great things about this punch is that it coordinates beautifully with the designer series paper. So you don't even have to stamp. You can just punch it like that. And so I had a whole pile of those that I shared with you. And I did kind of tease you. I didn't show you the finished project, but I'm going to do that now. Oh, my sister is watching. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Samantha. How are you? I bet Samantha likes penguins. So what I did was I just started with a 3 1/4 inch little mini envelope. These are available in our catalog. And I am just going to tuck the flap inside like that. And then I'm going to take some designer paper. And this is also from the Penguin pack. This is cut about, 3 inches by 2 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that. Let me find my adhesive. Yes, everybody loves the penguins. Even if you don't love penguins, what's not to love about these, right? How can you not like these? They're just cute. They make you smile, and that's always a good thing. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive. I'm actually doing 2 quick projects today because this one is really cute, really quick, and it's cute too. Okay, and it was so quick I thought I could just do another one. So then I'm taking one of these snowflakes. These are called Wonderful Snowflakes, and they are wonderful. I think the name fits them. So you get a whole pack of these, and they're already die cut. You get 24 snowflakes in the package. So I'm just going to go ahead and carefully pop this out. You have to be a little bit careful, but they're actually pretty sturdy. And you will notice that one side is shimmery. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see how that's shimmering. And the other side is just more like a matte finish. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. And I'll just take a little more adhesive. And I like that the ends hang over, the edges of the snowflake hang over a little bit. Put that about right there like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take my little penguin and I'll pop her up. I think it's a girl. I don't know. I know if Lucy was here, she would probably tell me this was a girl. My friend Lucy. Samantha likes the penguins, yeah. Okay, so I put 2 dimensionals on the back, and I'm just going to put her right there. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this ribbon that everybody loves. I love it. It is just black and white gingham. And I'm just going to tie a little knot. This ribbon is so soft and just so easy to work with. I'm going to go ahead and trim that. Just going to make like a little bow tie or scarf to go around her neck. Just going to put that right there like that. I'm going to even this up. My one end's a little longer, so we'll get that even. And then I'm going to take a glue dot and just position that right under her chin. Like that. So cute. And then what I did was I just took a strip of paper, a piece of white paper that I had, and I'm going to stamp lots of thanks. There are other greetings in this set that would work as well, but this was a little thank you for my customers. So just go ahead and stamp that there. And you can leave it this size. I'm going to angle the end a little bit. And then I'm just going to trim close to the top of my words. Like that. And that's just going to slip right under there. Like that, quick and easy, right? Can't get much quicker than this. I'm going to attach this with my glue, Tombow liquid glue. Just slip that right in place. Just there like that. And then I'm going to add some embellishments, and there are a lot of different embellishments that you could use with this. Our black matte dots would be cute. The opal gems are really cute. They almost look like snowballs, which are fine. I'm going to use my in color 2021, 2023 in color jewels because I like the sparkle with them. So I'll just pick a couple of these up. Let's see. I think I'll add a soft succulent. Just put one there, and then I think I'll do another fresh freesia. So just right there, I want it to be pretty sparkly. Of course it's a girl, you're right. Colleen says it's too cute to be a boy. That's true. Okay, so then what I did, now you could put any kind of little treat in this. You could put, of course, you could put a note, a 3x3 note card. But what I did was I put some Mango Maui tea. I liked how the green kind of matched this paper, coordinated with the paper. And this was tea that we had when we were on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, my husband and I, to Maui. It is delicious tea, and it also makes a delicious iced tea. So I wanted to thank my customers for sending me on that trip. So I just slipped this little tea bag in there, and that was just a little thank you gift. So isn't that just the cutest? Quick and easy, super cute, super easy. It's just my kind of project. I don't know who wouldn't love that. So that's my first project. And then I thought, since that was so easy and quick, I should make another project. So I'm going to make a quick card for you today. Also using the Penguin Place products. Okay, so I have a basic white, thick basic white. For my card base, and I took, oh, and you know what, I didn't show you. Let me show you this Penguin Playmates paper is 12 by 12, but I have cut it 6 by 6 just to show you. Look how cute. Love this pattern. Look how cute all those are. So cute. And then here, this is the one where I punched the penguin from. It's the back of that. The trees, I'm going to use that on the card I'm making right now. More cute, 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 cute. This is like cuteness overload. And here's some more little critters with hats and scarves on. It's the back of that. This is the stripe that I just used on my little tea holder. And then some more of these. I love this guy. How can you not like him? He's just too cute. So that's a quick look at the paper. So for my card, I am starting with a piece of the designer paper that has the trees on it, and I've cut this so that it will fit and cover the entire card front. I just wanted it to look like a forest of trees. So I'll go ahead and attach this. And I'll be coming back tomorrow with a different project to share with you. I'm kind of on a weird schedule this week, so I appreciate you bearing with me, but I do want to come every day just as a fun little kickoff to our new mini catalog and celebration. Okay, so I'm going to put this in place like that. Okay. And then I cut, this is a scalloped rectangle. This is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. They are in our annual catalog. They are something that I go to a lot. Anytime I need like a shape, I often will go to these dies. This is the one I used, the largest one, to cut this shape today. Hi, Myra. Hi, Becky. You are very welcome. I love sharing and I appreciate you watching. Okay. So I'm going to create a little landscape on this, and you can see in this stamp set, there's, I call it a landscape stamp. And I'm going to use Pool Party ink and just get this inked up a little bit and put this right across this shape here. And I'm going to do it about right like that. That looks good. Okay, set that aside. Then I am going to get a little square of white cardstock, and I'm going to do some stamping, and I'll be cutting this out, so this could just be any scrap size that you have. So I'm going to ink her up like that. She's going to be sliding down this slope here. So cute. Okay, and then I have her little beak, and I'll be stamping this in Calypso Coral. And And the nice thing about this is because it's photopolymer, it's really easy to get that positioned right where you want it. I was almost afraid to say that because sure enough, when I say it's so easy to position, sometimes when I'm doing these lives, I don't get things lined up as best as I could if I was not on camera, but that turned out okay. And then I'm also going to stamp a little hat, little stocking cap, and this is Fresh Freesia ink. And again, I'll try to do my best to get this stamped right on top of her head. And I did pretty good. Okay, so that's Fresh Freesia, cute little stocking cap. So then, oh, and you know what? The other thing I did before I put this away, I stamped two of those hats. Tracy, you said you punched out the penguin. What other punches are in this style? Oh gosh, we have, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, we do have some punches that will punch directly from our designer paper. We also have some dies that you can use directly with our designer paper. Off the top of my head, I'm drawing a blank, but I will reply. I can answer that, Tracy, for you. I would be happy to do that. I just, off the top of my head, I'm not thinking about it right now. Nothing's popping in my mind, but I know that for the penguin one, it just makes it so quick and easy. So what I have done is I used my paper snips, and I did this ahead of time just to save some time. I've cut out my penguin with her hat on, and then I also cut the stocking cap and the extra one because I wanted to pop that up. I'm going to pop up the whole thing on my card on my little landscape here, but I wanted her hat to be popped up even more. So before I add her to my landscape, I'm going to add my words. And these are the cutest words. It says, I like you a lottle. And I think that's because penguins waddle. I like you a lottle. And then on the inside of my card, flip this over, and it will say, it's like a little except a lot. I love that. It's so cute. And I know one thing I mentioned on yesterday, was when I am doing words, I often will put them on my block at an angle because for me, I'm not sure why, but it just makes it easier for me to stamp it straight. So there's that part. We're going to do a little bit more on the inside here. But now let's just put this front together. So first thing I'm going to do, I am done with my black ink, so I'm going to put that away. I am going to take another one of these beautiful snowflakes. And I'm going to put one right there on my background. And then I am going to use this black and white gingham ribbon again, make a bow. Like that. And I like to just, I'm going to have, this is going to be on the corner of that Stitch So Sweetly shape. So I'm going to, I like to sometimes pull my little loops of my bow backwards. And I'm going to put a a glue dot on the bottom of my bow. And then I'm going to flip it over and pick up another one so that I have glue dots on both sides of my bow. And then I will take my little panel here and just position this behind there. Hi Judy, how are you? Hi Candy. So it's going to be like that. And then what I want to do is put dimensionals on the other three corners of this shape. I don't need to put one here because the knot of the bow will elevate that corner. So we'll go ahead and pop this on. that there. Oh, I forgot to attach, hold on a second, forgot to attach my snowflake. Put just a little dab of glue in the center there. We'll put that there. Okay, now we'll attach this panel. And I'm going to put it a little bit lower down. And then I can move this up a little bit. Okay, so that's how that's going to be. And I'm going to just snip these a little bit. Love this black and white ribbon, don't you? It's so cute. All right, I like you a lot. Then we have to add the star of the show, our little penguin. She is just zooming down this hill. And I will pop her up with some dimensionals. Right there. And so that, then I just want to add some embellishments, and I'm going to stick with the in color gems again. The black matte dots would be cute with this, but I just wanted to add a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to, I think I'll just put one right there. And then I wanted to add a little bit more glimmer, because this to me would, if you have penguins, you've got to have ice and crystals and sparkly snow. So I am using my Wink of Stella. And this is an amazing thing. It's glitter in a brush. And like my sister-in-law Nancy says, who was the genius that thought of putting glitter in a brush? It's what a great idea. So I'm just going to take this Wink of Stella and follow along my landscape here and add some shimmer to that. You could actually color in the whole bank, but I just decided to add just a little touch of shimmer there. And you can kind of see it will dry clear, but shimmery. And yes, everybody loves their Wink of Stella. So now I'm going to finish up the inside. And what I did was I had just a little extra piece of this paper that I used for my background. I'm going to attach that along the bottom here. This is just, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 inch by 5.5. I'll just put that right there. And then I have a little tree that is part of this stamp set as well. And I'm going to use soft seafoam ink. It's a pretty color. Sometimes I forget about this, and I thought I would just stamp maybe like right there. Just stamp a couple trees. Put one a little bit lower. So there's my 2 trees. And then, so look how cute. And you can see that shimmer from the Wink of Stella? Hopefully you can see it. I'll move it up a little bit. Just shimmery. And then I want to show you just a quick little trick. I had some extra, just this little piece of designer paper, and I'm going to show you a quick idea, which I know some of you have seen before, but sometimes we forget about doing this. I'm just taking my Tombow glue and taking this strip of paper and positioning it right up against the flap, right where the fold of the flap is. I'm going to give that a second to stick. And then all you do is go around with your paper snips and trim. You just follow the lines of the envelope flap. And it's just a really cute way to dress up your envelope. And this is a great way to use up little odds and ends scrap pieces that you have. Okay, so look how cute. Cute envelope. Let me put all this stuff aside here, and I'll bring in my 2 projects. So there's my envelope. Here is the card. Look how fun. And then my cute little tea bag. And that's right there. So these featured the Let me show you again. This is the Penguin Place bundle. It is found on page 33 of our new mini catalog that just went live today. And then the bundle is $31.50. If you kick your order up to $50, which is really easy to do, you could add some gems, you could add a wink of Stella, some cardstock, anything like that, then you will qualify for a celebration reward. And you may want to, there are some great things in here, which I will be showing you some other things this week, but you may, if you love the penguins, you can get a package of this 12 by 12 Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper for free. I would love it if you would order through me. If you go to my blog, which is lauramilligan.com, in the right-hand corner or in the right-hand side, you will see a little clickable link that says Shop Now. That will take you directly to my online store, and I would be so grateful. I always send a thank you card anytime anyone places an order, and you may just get one of these or maybe even one of these. So that's all I have for today. Let me switch up here again. Thank you for joining me, and be sure to come back tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be back at my regular time, which is 1 o'clock. I've just had some juggling that I've been doing this week. So I appreciate your understanding about that, and I, as always, thank you for watching today, and I hope that you have a great day. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.